She ran. Forget tried. She ran without paying me.
And then what did you do?
I dragged her by her hood back into the salon until I can get paid, or, until the police come, or until, she let me take out the service. Because it's like she literally ran outside like she was about to be gone. I feel like if I didn't do that, she would have been gone and I would have just never been paid.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Christy Anna Faith, and today we're going to be talking about the viral topic of that hairstylist dragging her 15-year-old client in her salon, child. All right, so boom, this all started because the hairstylist Jayla Amora posted a video of her dragging her 15-year-old client in her salon, and basically she put like a caption or something that said, "Oh, she tried to run off and I had to drag her again." And now the again part comes in because Jayla recently, well, not recently, Jayla went viral in the past for sharing a story time of when she was 14 or 15 years old and she had to put the pause on an older client of hers at the time that was trying to run off on her, and she posted the receipts for that as well. And she went viral all over TikTok for that, and that's kind of how I guess she became well known. So fast forward to today, it's just like, girl, again? And she recently did an interview with the Shaderoom, and I'm not going to play the video because I do not want to get hit with a copyright strike, but I will give you a very quick breakdown. After the hairstylist finished the client's hair, she asked for her money, and apparently the customer told her that she sent it to the wrong Cash App and that she'll contact someone, her brother or somebody else, to send her the money. Jayla said, "Okay, cool, we can do that, I'll wait." Then the client said, "Well, can I send the money in 2 weeks?" Jayla said, "Absolutely not. I need my money right now. I just did your hair. I provided the whole service, so I need the money ASAP today." And Jayla said the only way to resolve this issue without her getting paid is to remove the hairstyle from the client's head. The client said, "Nah, I really like my hair. I want to keep this in. I'm going to contact somebody else to see if they can send you the $150. So as she is trying to contact someone else to send Jayla the $150, Jayla is with another client in the shop and she gets distracted and she realizes, where's the client at? Where did she go? She realizes that she is slowly creeping out of the salon, going towards the exit. So then she's running up behind her, and then that's when the dragging proceeds. And then this is the viral clip that we see all over Twitter and TikTok of Jayla literally dragging the young girl back into the salon, saying, "Call somebody right now and give me my money." And then she kind of breaks the fourth wall by staring at the camera like, I really got to put hands on somebody again for trying to run out. And I think that's the craziest part of this whole situation, that this situation wouldn't have been so broadcasted and viral if Jayla herself did not upload the video. And now the 15-year-old client is on the floor looking helpless as ever, child. Like, damn, I really just got dragged from wall to wall. Jayla and the girl is going back and forth. Now at this point, cops are involved, knocking at the door. The cops are now inside the salon suite. Then Jayla proceeds to go after her with scissors to cut the hairstyle out, and she actually successfully cuts the hairstyle out of the girl's head. And then after this, Jayla says she did try to charge the card on file that the customer used to book the appointment, because she used Acuity, which I'm going to get into later because I have used Acuity for 5 years. So I'm just like, there's just so many moving parts in this story. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is just so wild. So anyway, she proceeds to charge the card on file. It goes through and she charges the card $150, but then she says she refunded the card the $150 because she already cut the girl's hair out. She just wanted to see if it was gonna go through. And in the midst of all the craziness that was going on in the salon, Jayla said that the girl's father was on the phone saying that she was gonna pull up on her and he was gonna bring the pew pew pew. And Jayla said, "Oh, I'm gonna bring my uncle." It got real ghetto. Once this story got picked up on social media, it started a whole debate of who was wrong, Jayla Amora or the 15-year-old client. And once it went viral all over social media, it just came out, I believe, a couple days ago that Jayla is now being charged with assault. Here are my thoughts on this whole situation. The hairstylist is dead wrong for putting her hands on the client. For me, it does not matter that the client was 15 years old. I don't care if the client was 51 years old, 31 years old. As a hairstylist, I don't think you should ever put your hands on a client, especially first. Now, if you're defending yourself, of course, that's something totally different. I'm not telling you to sit there and get beat on. But obviously, she put hands on the client first because she didn't pay. What I will say is that this is why you need to have certain policies in place as a business owner, as a hairstylist, to kind of mitigate these issues and handle them professionally, because she could have went about this situation in a totally different way and it never would have got to this point. Jayla, honestly, she could have charged the card first, which she said the girl did have a card on file when she booked the acuity appointment, and she realized after she done dragged the girl that, oh, the card went through and she was successfully paid the $150. Had she just done that from the beginning, we wouldn't be here right now. This is why I 100% stand behind hairstylists or anybody else in the beauty industry having deposits and fees before, you know, the client sits down in the chair. And when I say fees, I mean like having them pay you before the service begins or having them pay you halfway, because stuff like this does happen. There are a lot of clients who do try to run off, or they do successfully run off. They do chargebacks and all of these things. And the answer is never, never put your hands on the client, simply because as a business owner, you have way more to lose. And there are ways that you can go about this professionally. Even if we were to go into Burlington right now and I wanted to go and steal something, even loss prevention, the people at the door that stop you, that try to stop you from stealing, even they physically can't touch you. So in what world is it okay that we're defending a hairstylist physically putting her hands on a client simply because they didn't want to pay? And the amount of hairstylists and people in the beauty industry that I see justifying this is freaking nuts. It's freaking crazy. It's making me think like, so y'all just be out here dragging people? Because I'm pretty sure y'all don't. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for us to understand. Like, yeah, I would be pissed off too, but would I put my hands on someone? No. I just want to make that clear, because I'm telling y'all, there's going to be somebody in the comments that's going to say, well, she shouldn't have put her hands on it. You're trying to justify it. I'm telling you, I'm going to see at least one comment like that. That's why I keep repeating myself. It is never okay in a situation like this to put your hands on a client or a customer. You know what you do? You call 911. You call the authorities. You file a police report. You charge that card. And to make sure that they're of age, the age they're supposed to be to sit in your chair, maybe you have them upload IDs. I know a lot of people, they don't like having to upload IDs. They think that, oh, stylists are being extra. But whenever you think a stylist is being extra, I want you to also think of a situation like this. Now, as far as the client running off, that part I really don't understand, because if she was already there for 45 minutes trying to get somebody to send it, why was she then trying to run off? That part is a little weird to me. I think that if you do come to someone to get a service done, definitely have your money ready. Even if she did make a mistake and send it to the wrong Cash App, you will still try to rectify the situation before you leave. I don't know why she thought going to the exit and just running and leaving altogether was the correct answer, especially after Jayla offered to remove the hairstyle from her head and then she could go about her business. As a client, pay the people the money. Stop booking services if you don't want to pay them. Stop playing in people's faces. It's stuff the services. And so yes, the client was wrong in this situation if she actually did try to run off the way Jayla said she did. And I'm saying allegedly with that part because Jayla did not upload any videos of that. That's just simply what she said. The only thing that we've seen so far is Jayla dragging the girl back into the salon. So let's watch some TikToks of some people giving their thoughts on this whole situation.
Honestly, watching all those entrepreneurs and small business owners get up here and make justifications and excuses for the way that hairstylist Jayla Amore drugged that girl up and down the salon. is a perfect representation as to how and why a lot of y'all's businesses are never going to make it out the neighborhood. And I don't care if you live in the hood. I don't care if you live in a gated community in the suburbs. A lot of y'all's businesses are not going to make it out of your neighborhood. They're not going to make it out of your little small, close-knit group of friends. They're not going to make it out of your little small, close-knit group of family who's willing to support you but are definitely going to ask for discounts every time. You're never going to make it past that stage of business ownership. Because y'all refuse to act like actual business
Clock
owners.
it.
Like, y'all genuinely think that people saying, no, it's actually not okay for a business owner to physically assault a client over theft of services means that people are saying, oh, it's okay for people to come into your business and steal from you.
Thank you.
It's like, no, like, I don't understand why it's such a hard concept for y'all to understand that two things can be and are a lot of times true at once. It is wrong for a client to commit theft of services. But it is also wrong for you as a business owner to jump up and physically assault that client over theft of services. Especially when it later comes out that the client was never even actually trying to steal from you in the first place. You just jumped the gun. And let's play devil's advocate. Let's say the client really was trying to steal from you. There are protocols in place that you follow as a business owner to recoup that loss. I've never officially
I was about to say, is she a hairstylist?
But aren't you supposed to have insurance in place to help cover loss as well? But when I saw people bringing that up in the comment sections of videos who were making excuses for the hairstylist, I see all these replies that are like, well, everybody doesn't feel like going through all those steps. Everybody doesn't feel like following all the protocols. That takes so long. And you think going through the court system over an assault on a minor child, the amount of take a long time
and money she about to spend on this
or the anger
is
management classes crazy. Or the consequences that you are going to be faced with for assault on a minor, is it going to take a long time to complete? Y'all won't go through the steps that it takes to sue a client for theft of services. Y'all are perfectly willing to go through all the steps that are required to get arrested, go to jail, get bailed out, go to court, get sentenced. Like, a lack of an ability to control oneself will forever be y'all's biggest downfall. Y'all are genuinely y'all's own worst enemies at times. Like, y'all get so excited at the prospect of potentially being able to prove a point, right? Like, it honestly reminds me of when a lot of people were getting up here making justifications and excuses for that man who jumped on that judge that one time. Talking about, oh yeah, he showed her.
Girl, you are going to jail. So I know y'all seen that video of that hairstylist dragging that 15-year-old little girl out of her salon because she said that she was trying to run away without pain. Whole time the story done got deeper, and girl, I heard this not the first time you beating up people in your salon. So apparently the client was asking if the stylist took Apple Pay, and the stylist said that she did not take Apple Pay. So boom, she had her brother cash out the stylist. But her brother sent the money to the wrong cash app. So boom, one thing led to another, and then she said the girl was trying to run away or whatever. The girl was not trying to run away. But boom, that's not what we're here to talk about, because I'm pretty sure you already know that. What we here to talk about is, girl, you did all of that. You dragging the girl out of your salon and everything. Making a scene, putting your hands on this 15-year-old girl. And the entire time you had her card information. The entire time you could have just charged her card. Then this is what she said. Mind you, the reason we, the people of the jury, are frustrated is because if you had her card information, there was no need for you to put your hands on her. Girl, whole time
she
you
was
knew
triggered from when she was 14 and she reacted
I refunded it. I just wanted to see if it was gonna go through. When she tried to get over on me in all cast because she trying to flip the narrative and make herself seem like the victim. Because she asked, because she sent it in 2 weeks, girls, where's the proof of that? We just not heard that, and this story been going on for how long? When she had it right then and there, I was never going to get paid over a mistake she made.
So I'm a licensed cosmetologist and hairstylist in the DMV area, and this Jayla Amore situation is making me realize that the DMV area and the beauty industry have a lot of really big issues that need to be addressed. The first issue is that a lot of y'all have the hard skills to actually perform a service, but a lot of y'all have no soft skills, zero, to actually be a successful and professional entrepreneur and service provider. Y'all don't know how to treat people, how to talk to people, how to handle confrontation, how to actually maintain a professional image. A lot of y'all don't even give a having a professional image. Y'all show up to work however whenever treat people however the fuck you want to treat them. Y'all don't share information with people. Your booking site is rude. You rude. You talking to clients like they your homegirls or like they somebody that you've been beefing with for a couple years. It's crazy. when you're a service provider and you actually have some integrity about your business because your business actually means something to you and it doesn't just mean making money, you learn and you understand the importance of talking to people in the way that you want them to talk to you and treating people how you want them to treat you. A lot of y'all went straight from YouTube University to a salon suite. Just
True,
because you
true.
can rent a salon suite and open a Square account or a Stripe account don't mean that you are a professional. A lot of y'all have never been to school. A lot of y'all have never worked in a salon. A lot of y'all have
It
never
don't mean you're a
apprenticed under
professional.
somebody. Y'all
Mm-mm-mm.
don't know
She's speaking
nothing
facts, but we gonna
about
move on.
actually.
Everybody who's taking their hairstylist in Maryland, SAG, I hope y'all starting to go for me for y'all girl, cause this bitch to jail. I get it. A lot of people don't play with their money because I don't play about my money neither. But the fact that you're in a business servicing people, you have to be professional at all times, no matter what. The main part that stuck out to me about this whole story is the fact that you still could charge her card whether she left or not. So that means you was in your feelings that day, probably was on your rag, I don't know, and you felt the
Sis
need
was
to put your
triggered.
hands on that little girl. You didn't know her age. You didn't know what was going to happen because you let your emotions get the best of you. Now you got to go to court. Now you got to pay for a lawyer. It's just too much. And if you a stylist and you agree with her, please comment down below so I don't ever book with you, bitch.
I really hope that Jayla Amora learns and grows from this situation. She is only 18 years old, so she still has some time, the frontal lobe or whatever, to develop. Because, sister, you was dead wrong. But I do hope that she learns from this situation and never, never, ever, ever, ever puts her hands on another client ever again. And for the clients out there, don't be trying to run off after you get a service done, because there's some stylists out here who think it's okay to put the pause on you, and you're gonna mess around and you just might find out. Just pay for your services or just don't book the service provider. It's really that simple. And as a hairstylist, some key takeaways that I would like to share is that, one, just make sure you have a good booking site that has clear policies on it. Make sure you have people verify their age before they get to your chair. Also, make sure that you have good business policies in place just in case somebody does try to run off on you. You don't have to have technical legal insurance if you're not there yet in your business, but do try to set money aside yourself just in case something like this does happen and you're able to not be in the hole if somebody decides not to pay you, or if you do want to press legal charges, that you're able to fund your own legal fees when it comes to taking someone to court versus you being taken to court because you're putting your hands on a client. And with that being said, I did make a video sometime last year of advice that I would give to younger hairstylists. I'll put it on the screen right here. Go and check out that video. It's a video that has barely any views, but I made that video from the bottom of my heart, because I truly do want to see the younger hairstylists win, even hairstylists older than me that's just coming into the industry. I really want to see y'all win. I want to see everybody win. And this is just an unfortunate situation all around. But comment down below your thoughts on this situation. Who do you think was in the wrong? Do you think the hairstylist was wrong, or do you think the 15-year-old client was wrong? Share your opinion down below, but please keep it respectful. There's no need to be rude over here towards me or towards anyone else. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.